Good evening, folks. Welcome. We have Nasdaq chart weekly review on Nasdaq chart. This daily chart. We're looking at price action coming week. How price action played out last week. Inefficiency is weekly week. Have a weekly week. 50%, the half of it. Go to weekly. Yeah. The long week there, that's the half of it, the 50%. A long week like this, the half of it is a major support or resistance level. This week, use your Fibonacci. You anchor from the high of the week, to where the body open, the open of the bearish candle. That's the half of it. You can see the 50% of the half of the week is acting as a resistance, a rejection block, trading to the 50%, and the candle was rejected, the price was rejected. That's the rejection candlestick. So that's the weekly 50%. You go to daily. We trade above the weekly 50% last week. This last week candlestick. On weekly charts. So we trade above it. It was acting as a resistance here. The resistance has been broken. So we'll be expecting it to act as a support level since the resistance had been broken here with a body, candle body. Rejected a candle here a week. That's why you see the week. It was a rejection block acting as a resistance area pre-moon. Coming to last week, we broke above it, the resistance area. That's the 50% of this week, this long week here. Going into next week, so I would like to see price. I would like to see this 50% support price act as a support area, discount area coming week. Since we have break a resistance here, it will now turn to a support level. Break above it with candle body, not weak. Watch the candle body as price action. The body will tell you the narrative, while the weak will do the damage. Go to daily. We have daily chart here. We have a void here, resting above here, a void. The void. You can see the gap there between the body, the opening, and the close. That's the void. You extend it to your right side, but it's going to act as a major resistance. As a void. Volume imbalance. Gap. It's an inefficiency. Price coming inside it for the first time acts as a resistance to rejected for the first time. To get a 50%, that's a consequent encroachment of this void volume imbalance. You anchor from the high to the low. That's the 50% of this void. You can see it's where the price, the body, we traded last week and close. Price action price action. The body will tell you the narrative while the wick will do the damage. The wick can trade above the 50%. We want to see the body close at the 50%. That's the consequent encroachment. Any half of any inefficiency, that's 50% of any inefficiency, the fair value gap, inversion, volume imbalance. Looking at the 50% to resist or support price. Here is a great major resistance, the consequent encroachment of this void, volume imbalance. It's an inefficiency. Price coming to the 50% of it, it will reject it, it will act as a resistance. The body will tell you the narrative. You see the body closed at the 50%. That's perfectly okay. So coming week, we like to see a rundown, maybe taking the high of the week as previous day high this daily, then coming to feed this inefficiency. We have a BC here, fair value gap, between Friday low and Wednesday high. Friday created a fair value gap between the low of the Friday and the high of Wednesday. Between that low and this high. That's BC, buy side inefficiency, sell side imbalance, low. BC, high. It's an inefficiency, a major support or resistance. To get a 50% of it, anchor from the high to the low. Use your Fibonacci. Anchor from the high. Yeah, anchor from the high to the low. Get the first one there, that's the consequent encroachment. That's how you get your consequent encroachment using Fibonacci. Consequent encroachment, that's 50%. So coming week, we like to see price deliver inside this consequent encroachment of the daily buy side inefficiency, sell side imbalance, BC, fair value gap, this fair value gap here. So we like to see price take the high of Friday, then deliver inside this BC coming week. So you study your price action very well and get prepared for next week for intense learning. Thank you and be safe.